Welcome to another episode of Cutting It Up at Palm Beach Finest Barbershop. I'm Mr. E, your host, and this is my co-host,
Succulent Michelle.
And today's guest,
Lolo with LJP Movies.
Lolo, welcome to the show. How are you?
Welcome to the show.
Today's guest is Laura, or Lolo, who happens to be Michelle's daughter, and today's guest. So, Lolo, I gotta start. What hospital were you born at?
I was born at St. Mary's. I was 1 pound and 5 ounces. And I was born during Hurricane Irma. I really love movies and music. I have dance sessions every time I get.
When you say dance sessions, what do you mean by dance sessions?
Like, I just blare my music and I just dance and it makes me feel good.
Nice. And how old are you, Laura?
I'm 16.
16? Okay, sweet 16. Ooh. So what grade are you in, Laura?
I am in 9th grade. I am a freshman at Forest Hill High School.
Oh, you're going to Forest Hill High School?
Yes.
I like that
and
school.
It is a family school. My grandmother went there. My other grandma went there. Most of my dad's side of the family went there.
Native boys went there.
Carrying that tradition.
You know. So that's cool, Laura. And what school did you go to before high school?
Coniston Middle.
Coniston Middle. Did you like it there?
Yes, I did.
Cool.
She got a little gyp because of COVID. You know, she missed like the whole 8th grade year.
Oh, so you did online schooling?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So what's in the works for the future? I hear you starting your own podcast show.
I am. And my plan is I'm going to graduate high school, maybe go to college, and become very rich and open a restaurant and get a mansion.
This girl wants a mansion. She wants a mansion. She's been asking for a mansion for so long, but everybody's like, if mansions were easy to come by, we all would have a mansion.
That's
so you're going to have
true.
to figure out a way to get to this mansion because your parents are still working on it.
So what's your podcast show going to be about, Laura?
It's going to be about movies.
So you're going to talk about movies and stuff like that?
Yes.
What kind of topics are you going to talk about, like as far as what topics about movies?
Like it could be like anything musical, comedy, horror, 90s, 80s,
So
70s,
you're going to give like your review
50s,
on the
60s.
movies?
Yes, I'm going to give my review. I'm going to tell them what it's about, who plays in it, the music in it. Yeah.
And your favorite is what? Like comedy, horror, musical?
Musical.
Why is it that you like musicals so much?
Because I'm a very musical person. My favorite musical would have to be Annie. I grew up watching it, and it's so special to my heart. And me and my mom watched Fiddler on the Roof. And
It's very good. Haven't seen
movie?
it. Fiddler on the Roof?
Fiddler on the Roof?
Yeah.
And it's about this Jewish guy, and he has 3 daughters, and they're very poor in the town of Anatevka, and he wants to marry them off to rich guys, but they all marry poor guys, and then
That always happens too.
So they didn't
boy.
get their mansion, huh?
That always happens too. Daddy always wants this girl to get a mansion, and then she comes home with this poor ass dude. It happens all the time, love. It's real.
So Lola, what do you like to do on your spare time?
I really like to watch movies, listen to my music, color, and I go to the pool hall with my parents.
You play pool too?
Yeah, I'm starting. I'm not really good at it yet, but there's like a little tool. It's like a little rolly pin, and it helps.
So, Laura, you said you were 1 pound 5 ounces. Did you want to talk a little bit about your disability today?
Yes. I have I have left cerebral palsy, and I am legally blind.
What's cerebral palsy?
It's
cerebral palsy.
Cerebral
palsy.
palsy.
What is that?
It's like my muscles don't like interact. Like it's hard to use my left hand.
Her brain has to tell it to work, opposed to for us, you can reach out and grab something without really thinking about it. She has to send something from her brain to her hand to say to reach out for that. So her right hand is super strong, and she's able to do a lot of stuff. She's a really cool camper. There's so many things that she does, and in order to use both hands, she has to really think about it harder. And sometimes, even the muscles don't show up then. So, like carrying a gallon of milk with the left hand is hard. Sometimes opening the door with the left hand's hard, right?
Yeah.
What inspires you to not give up because of your disability?
Well,
because you're really full of energy, Lola. Like, you believe it or not, you're an inspiration. Like you inspire me. Like for me to see that you have to adapt differently. That you have to work a little extra harder. It really makes me want to wake up from being lazy or not wanting to get up or do anything. Like, I just want you to know, Lola, like you are very inspirational to me. And that's why I wanted to interview you with your mom. So what is it that motivates you or inspires you to want to keep going every day or not want to give up?
Because I'm a very strong person. My heart is strong, and I want to, you can't do things with one hand, and I really try, and I do get frustrated, but I just gotta keep going.
How do you control your frustration?
Well, music.
Music.
And I just breathe and count to 10.
Oh, 10, I like that.
And we breathe in the blue light a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody does this, but we can do it right now, right? So if you're feeling really heavy with burden or stress or anxiety, what we'll do is and I learned this from a friend, we close our eyes and we just envision we're breathing in a blue light, and we're just breathing that blue light in, and it fills us. And then when we exhale, we're just exhaling all of that deep, dark, black smoke, negativity, and we just, and you gotta just push that shit out, because you can't quit, right? You don't have a choice.
So you went camping recently too. You recently came back from a long camping trip.
It was very fun. My favorite parts were sitting, we camped on an island, and we got to watch the sunset every day, and I really loved seeing the pretty colors, and I got to watch my uncle fish, and he got a baby shark. And my cousin gave me a kayaking lesson on how to paddle with both hands, and I did awesome about that.
So you did paddle, you went kayaking too?
Yes.
So, wow. See, that's what I'm saying, Laura. Damn, though, you really an inspiration. And she did the kayaking.
She did. He got her out there, and he gave her a proper lesson, and it was real low tide, so there wasn't a whole lot of wake, and there wasn't any boats coming in and out, so there wasn't any worry of her getting tipped over. She was just able to get in the boat, center herself, and just practice on moving the paddle. Because when she and I went, I was on a mission, me, mom's on a mission. So there wasn't that delicate time for her to spend just with a paddle in her hand. I was trying to go somewhere. For this, it was sunset. It's beautiful. She had her cousin there who's a little bit younger than her, but he's a Florida boy. So he had her out there, and he was very patient with teaching her what to do with the paddle. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Michelle,
so.
how was it growing up with your daughter and trying to keep her normal, so people can, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I know you as parents.
Well, we've always treated her like she was normal because we wanted her to be normal, you know, even though what is normal, right?
Well, she is normal.
But we're unique, you know what I mean? She's unique, I'm unique, you're unique. You know, we're all unique. We're all unique in the ways that we learn, in the ways that we want to do things, in our mindset. We're all unique, you know, so that's kind of something that, you know, we pushed her to be normal, but that was just really like to push her to be mainstream. And we're still pushing for that, you know. We don't know what the future brings, you know. We don't know whether she'll leave us and go to college or whether she'll be in the house needing us, you know. So,
but she's able to.
We don't have a choice. You just, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? To me, I'm like, you have to move. You have to move forward. Mm-hmm. Now, something that, I mean, it was fate. Really, was at some point. I feel like it was early steps or early prevention or something like that. She had just got home from the hospital and she was only 4 pounds. You know, she was 4 months old, but she was 4 pounds. And they gave me this book of 1 million different places that you could take a kid to therapy. And somebody had just recently told me that she would have no quality of life. Look at this quality of life. You know, they said she had no quality of life. And here I am, like, just picking a place out of the book. And I thought, you can't go wrong by picking Palm Beach. And I picked the Rehab for Children and Families. And so I took Laura to 3 days of therapy in Palm Beach. And I may have lived in Boynton. I may have had a car. I may not have had a car. At one time, I biked her there, you know, in one of those little, like, she was in a trailer and I was biking her to therapy. I mean, I took advantage of the resources that we had in the community, and that didn't cost me anything, you know. The early steps said, you're qualified, go to this place, but I had to pick which one. And so we just happened to end up in the right place, which has put us in, you know, where she was able to go to a good school. She's been, you know, her elementary school was an A school, so it makes a difference. It makes a difference with the help that she's gotten. She's gotten a lot of help from Palm Beach County Schools. I mean, I wanted at one time to put her, so I'm a Berean kid. I wanted to send her to a private school. But when I called them and asked them what they could provide her,
nothing. It
was nothing compared to what the folks at Palm Beach County Schools do. You know what I mean? From the people who help Laura onto the bus, to the paraprofessionals that are with her all day, to the ESE directors.
So she
you know
gets
what I mean?
on a bus to go to school. Mm-hmm. So she's living the normal average kid life.
And I did, at one time I pushed for her to ride like the full bus with with the other kids, and they just really felt like it wouldn't be safe for her because of her vision.
Too much too.
Her vision, you know, it's hard.
The pace of
but
she's going to Forest Hill High School, so she's gonna get a taste of that.
Yeah, she's getting plenty of. There's lots and lots of people everywhere. So, but my thing has just been like, I use my resources in the community wisely. I'm an advocate for my kid, whether somebody agrees with what I think or not. And you don't have any other choice. What are you going to do? Like, you can't quit. You have to push forward to succeed, to have a quality of life. You know, I'd be damned if somebody's going to tell me my kid's not going to have quality of life.
That's crazy.
Let me show you quality of life.
That's fucked up.
You know what I mean? Let me show you quality of life.
She learned to walk. She learned to talk.
She
learned to eat.
You know?
She went. You know, she learned to use the bathroom, dress herself.
Yep. She does dishes.
And a lot of most kids nowadays that don't have no disabilities.
Y'all out
there. Don't know how to wipe their
Make your kids wash some dishes. Don't act like your kids can't wash dishes, okay? I let my legally blind child wash dishes for about 3 years, leaving shit on the dishes before they're good. Like, she can wash the dishes now. She got practice. You have to practice. So, practice. Doesn't matter what you do, you gotta practice.
And believe it or not, my step grandma taught my mom. She didn't do it right.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Grandma Karen did. She was like, I was just a teenager though, you know, like get through the dishes real fast, be done, I'll be back to my TV show. And she would always be like, do you see that? That's called grease. You're supposed to wash that off.
What do you want to do after like high school? Like, as far as if you can get a job or you want to work in a profession or do volunteer work?
I really like to do, you know, I'm very talented. I want to act. I want to open a, like, I want to do some art.
She's always
Actually, you're going to be doing art at the Lake Worth
Yep.
thing,
yes.
right?
Lake Worth Street
This will be
Painting
my
Festival.
first year doing it. If they
Nice.
accept my painting, if my drawing.
But I think I've seen you paint there before with your mom.
Yeah, she helped me.
But it's not the same because.
Well, now you're going to have your own spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My own spot, like 2 days.
Keep your
of
grubby
painting.
fingers off my spot, kid.
And when's this? In March, right?
It's February
Oh, it's
26th
in
and 27th. It's coming up. So
they can find Lolo over there in downtown Lake Worth.
And then so if we wanted to find your new podcast, where are we going to go to find it?
LJP Movies on YouTube.
And it's all caps. LJP Movies on YouTube.
And how did you come up with that name?
Because my name is Laura Jean Phillips, LJP, and then I love movies. And I actually really did the YouTube channel because I love this YouTube channel called 7 Supergirls, and I had auditions, and I used my dad's work tablet, and it got full, and now it's on a Google Drive somewhere. And like I didn't get accepted, and then they deleted all the channels, and it just wasn't right for me anymore, and I was growing up, and and then
so it's time to do something new.
You're doing your own thing now.
It's time to do something new. Now, did you delete all those old videos off of your YouTube?
I did.
I told her not to. There's a couple funny ones, but it's a good thing Mom's got them saved.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, who do you think took all the movies off of Dad's tablet?
And Laura, how old are you now again?
16.
16? And
I'll be 18 in 2 years.
What was your worst part of camping?
Oh, I got lost.
where'd you get lost?
That sucked. That
I was walking back. I was walking back to my parents to my campsite, and I took a right instead of a left.
You were by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh man, how'd they find you? Or how'd you find your bike back?
I saw one of those golf carts, and I asked for help, and then they called my mom, and my mom got me.
Okay, perfect.
And we were all freaking out.
And where'd you guys go camping this year?
Fort DeSoto in St. Pete.
And this is something you do every year?
Yes, it's our New Year's tradition. If we don't do camping for New Year's, our year is crappy, like 2020.
Right. But we did camp. We did camp in 2020 though.
How many years you been doing this already? The camping.
Oh wow. I don't even know. It's so many years. I mean.
Like before Laura, or like it started with Laura?
Probably with Laura. She was little the first time she went camping though. So she got out of the hospital around Valentine's Day, and within 3 weeks we had her out camping. She wasn't even 6 pounds yet, and we had her out camping. So she's always been out with us. And that's another thing, we've always brought her with us to things. She was funny when she was a kid. She would just we'd be at a friend's house hanging out, and she'd just disappear, and we'd be like, "Where'd Laura go?" And she would be curled up in their doormat. She's like, "It's time to go. I'm going to bed whether you like it or not."
Also, she'd be waiting by the door, right?
Yeah, she'd be waiting by the door. We're like, "Okay, it's time for us to go now."
When she gets to 18 or so, are you gonna is she gonna go out and about, take the buses and stuff on her own? Or?
Yeah. I mean, at some point she'll be able to do Palm Tran Connection. We can do Uber.
I can get a self-driving.
Have you done an Uber by yourself yet? No, okay. So, I mean, that's coming.
Have you been out there on your own yet, Laura? On the street yet, or no?
No.
Is there something do you feel scared, or?
I don't feel scared, but.
Do you feel ready or not ready yet?
No need for it. Her mom drives her.
Yeah, her mom doesn't let her go very far. Because of her vision, I worry about her safety as a young girl, and so she doesn't get to go very far. I mean, the front yard to put something in the garbage. And if she's not back in the house in minutes, I'm a little bit okay, where'd Laura go?
Do you think
You know,
there's like
so.
a hold over both of you, like to let go of that, or who's more scared of? Do you want to go out there in the street already, Laura, or do you feel like you still want to wait?
Like just to walk to Sitco and get something.
She would love to walk to Sitco.
I would like.
Right.
That's it.
Yes, that's it. She'd love to walk up to Sitco around the corner and buy a candy bar. But there's 12 driveways she has to get through, you know, and she has to be able to see a moving car. You know what I mean?
And she's not able to see it.
I think it's an issue. Definitely. Like, she may be able to see it, but she may not be able to respond fast enough. You know, for her own safety. Which is the same reason why, you know.
You need to start trusting me.
I do. I let you do so much.
Would you consider a service dog?
Yes. So the service dog, she is she gets seen by the Lighthouse for the Blind, and they have worked with her with a cane, and they say once you can walk around independently with the cane, you can introduce the dog. You know, but there's a lot of things and techniques with the cane but yeah, absolutely. Listen, I am 100%.
I didn't know there was
steps
to doing that.
Yeah, there is, and I didn't either, because I was like, why do we need the cane? Can we just do, you know, can we just do a dog? Even though she didn't really like the dog in her room, so I don't know how that would go over.
Yeah.
So,
do you feel any pain in the body, Laura, or?
Only when I use my hands, my left hand sometimes. Like when I'm holding something for a long time, my fingers start to hurt, but that's it.
Then the pain goes away, or?
Yeah, that's it.
I'll see her like stretch, you know, she'll kind of stretch the hand a little bit, and I'll know, like, you know, she was under stress.
Do you have to face any kind of bullying or stuff? No.
No.
Wow.
Well, so when she did her first YouTube channel, I think like somebody's older brother talked some smack. But I told her that that's going to happen. You know, you're going to have people that
good publicity.
Good and bad publicity. You know, so people might see a show and you're talking about a movie, you know, and they may be assholes and they may say something negative. You know, you just let it ride. Ignore. That's how I feel.
Haters gonna hate.
Right? Haters gonna hate. Hey, Laura, have you ever been up the road?
No, but I'm taking a criminal justice class.
Criminal injustice? She's a narc. Oh, man.
Law and Order. So you're gonna take.
You want to give a shout out to anybody in that class?
Shout out to Officer Rundle. Shout out to Miss Neildy, my para. Shout out to all my teachers. Shout out to my family. Dad, Grammy, Aunt Cindy, you know, everybody I love.
All your peeps.
Yep.
And how can they find you on your YouTube podcast show again?
LJP Movies.
LJP Movies. And when are you starting this again?
When Mom gets it going.
Yeah.
Probably this weekend. I told her this weekend we'd do a first video. You know.
Okay. Are you gonna have guests too?
No, I think I'm just gonna talk about movies like myself.
Yeah.
Like,
so no guests at all, huh?
Maybe.
I can't come on the show.
We'll have to see. You want to have Mr. E on the show? Maybe he wants to come talk about his favorite movie. Mr. E, what is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, I would have to say Sandlot, Lost Boys, Ferris Bueller, what is it called?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Weekend at Ernie's.
Okay.
Bernie's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bernie's. Those are some old 80s movies, huh? Laura, have you seen any of those?
Yeah.
Which one have you seen?
I've seen Sandlot, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
There we go. Scarface, Godfather.
Lost Boys is about the vampires, right? With, Kiefer Sutherland.
Movie. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, I've never seen Lost Boys.
You might like that one. It's a little dark. We're a family that brings the light. We don't really like dark movies.
So when you watch the movies, Laura, how do you go about it with your vision? Like, It's all about hearing.
That's not a problem because I can see the movies well, and I really just love movies. And
so, do you see the movie? So, when it comes to detail, do you feel like you see the details better from when you're watching a movie on your phone or on your television?
About the same. Nothing's wrong with it. It's perfect.
Does she stand like close to the TV?
No, she doesn't stand close to the TV, but if she's watching with her phone, it's real close.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, real close. Yeah. So, gosh, I want to get it right. Shout out to the Hiking Center. The Hiking Center that's sponsored by the Miami Marlins. They got her glasses right. Nice. She before she saw them, I feel like she didn't want to wear her glasses. She would lose them. You'd constantly have to say, where are your glasses at? They weren't working. So once they got something that worked, and that's a bus. That's a bus that shows up at the school and took care of her vision.
Wow.
So, shout out to Hiking Center and the Miami Marlins.
Fucking yeah. What's your favorite actress or actor?
Oh, that's a hard question. I have so many, but I can tell you my favorite singer, Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston.
All right, whoa. But you're the movie girl, so you have so many. You got to give me like your top 3.
At least.
Top 3 actors.
Okay.
Top 3 actors that you don't have a crush on.
That I don't have a crush on?
Okay, you can have a crush on them. Yeah.
You can have a crush on all 3.
Was it Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt?
Yeah. Okay.
Like, no, that gotta be one of them.
Okay.
They are, yeah.
Tom Cruise,
See?
Patrick Swayze, Kevin Costner.
Huh? You like them all, huh?
She likes the old guys.
Whoa,
yeah, that's what I said.
okay.
I'm like, all these guys are your granddad's age.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
They were hot when they were young.
Val Kilmer, and my newest one is Tate Donovan.
Oh my God, you forgot Kevin Bacon? Kevin Donovan.
Who's Tate?
Tate Donovan.
Tate Donovan? What's he in?
Have you seen that movie Love Potion number 9?
Oh,
no.
Wow, that's an old one. Well, she's into the old.
What year is that movie?
Movies. I love that. That was back in the day.
1990 something.
Yeah, it was in the 90s.
Well, it's not that old. Shit, I thought when you said, well, that's old, I was thinking 40s.
Shit.
90s was not that long ago, E.
Oh, I feel old. I'm 40 already. 90s. Holy shit. Fucking A. Well, Laura, please give people where they can find you on your YouTube.
LJP Movies.
And if, guys, tune in. Feel free to comment and ask your questions. And hopefully I can be a guest there.
Okay.
And, that's it, right?
What was your favorite place to visit?
Oh, there you go.
Regal Movie Theater.
Regal Movie Theater.
Can I tell a story? Can I tell the story?
Yeah,
sure, tell a story.
Oh
We're
my
here
God.
for stories.
So we were going to see the remake of Aladdin. And
With Will Smith?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. And the guy we spent like $36 on concessions. And the guy
only got 3 things, I bet, right? $30.
We got a bunch of shit though.
For $30? I'm going to Regal.
Yeah.
And a teenage boy tells us room 14.
One of those.
Yeah, 17 or 14. And so we go in, the room, the name of the movie's not on the room door. So we go in, and there's like a bunch of adult movie previews. And then there's only like one Disney preview. And then like this Bill Murray short comes on, and like he's throwing F-bombs. And then like there was no other people in the movie theater except us and this couple behind us. And Mom asked the couple, hey, what movie is this? And it was like The Dead Don't Die or something. So we go out, we go to the right room, and it's like 15 minutes into the movie. And my dad, like, the seats are like the seats that we reserved. People are sitting in them, and then my then my dad is like yelling at the dude, and then there was another show at 10:30, and then my parents had to work, so we went back the next night. We spent another $36.
They love you.
They got us twice, boy. They got us twice.
At least you know.
Yeah, they got us twice.
So favorite place to visit is Regal's movie theater. What's that?
Regal movie theater, 441.
And they have like recliners and TV tables.
Oh, they upgraded
It's
it.
fancy. Yeah, yeah. You hit a button and it's like this, and it's got a little TV table that comes in front, so you can put all your trough of food on there.
Okay. Yeah. Well, guys, thank you. We appreciate you checking us out. Stay tuned for next week because you never know who's in the chair.
Cutting it up at Palm Beach Finest Barbershop. Peace, y'all.
He said, you know, the world would be a better place if they listened to Michelle.
Okay.
I don't think he said it.
I didn't say it? Okay.
I'm pretty. Either way, we'll use the other one if.
Hey guys, it's Succulent Michelle here, and you already know that the world would be a better place if people listen to me. So what I want you to do is I want you to get an adult coloring book. I want you to go to Five Below and pick up a canvas. I want you to close out the world and spend a little time coloring, okay? Because it's going to help you express stress and all of the worry that's going on in the world today. Have a good week.